Okay, so I hope this camera got me because it's getting on my nerves. I look like I'm talking off to the side, but I'm right here in front of y'all. So today is Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. So I made a video on my channel called Christmas is Canceled or the holidays are canceled, and I'm here for it. For the most part, I still believe that I'm really not that much of a Christmassy person. I only go to my county's fairs because they have a lot of unique gourmet foods that I can get at these events. Yeah, I know my eyes look cross-eyed, my bad. It's camera angle also. So that's the thing. Did I buy things for people? I absolutely did. So last year this time I recorded some stuff for you. And when I went to a Christmas thingy, what we call in our county the Kitsap Holiday Food and Gift Fair. And right in a building next door is also the Festival of Gems, where you can get different types of rocks like serpentine and things like that. So the thing about it is this year I didn't stay at the Festival of Gems as long as I had the Holiday Food and Gift Fair. I think they were being a little picky this year. You could only go in so many times. Last year, you got the stamp and stuff. You went in unlimited because you paid for it. They made me give my receipt back. Don't know why. I was initially going to go back today, get some honey, get some soap, but then she took that receipt, and I'm not paying another $7 to get in. So, I only bought from one vendor this year at the Festival of Gems. Because remember, last year I had that beautiful serpentine. So, now before I start this off, do understand that I don't know who I'm going to give some of this stuff to. Some stuff I know, some stuff I don't. So I'm just going to record it and let y'all see. I'm just doing an overhaul. This time last year was a lot colder than now. And I want to give a disclaimer that some of the stuff is going to look familiar because I still bought from some of the same vendors this year. From last year, some of those vendors didn't show up this year. I was pleasantly surprised that there weren't many selling pottery, and the ones that were, to me, it was overpriced. And I wasn't trying to get that pottery. I'll have one more for you December 13th or 14th because I plan to go to another fair. Maybe I'll go to Winterfest. I am not making that promise though, in Bremerton. So, from the Festival of Gems, I only bought from these people. Hope y'all can see that, because it'll be backwards from, I only bought from them, okay? And I bought these bracelets, and I forgot which gems they are. That one's beautiful. I'm unsure if I'm going to keep those or who I'm going to give them to. That's pretty. Very earth tone. See what I'm saying? I'm not a jewelry person, so I know for sure for the most part these are going to go away. Y'all seen me on my channel. I don't wear jewelry. So those are the only things I purchased from the Festival of Gems. I should have taken the approach I did in 2024 and went to the Festival of Gems first, then the Holiday Food and Gift Fair. But see, the Holiday Food and Gift Fair gets crowded. People will just stop and be rude and won't pick which way they want to go. So I should have remembered that. So this is the only thing I got from the Festival of Gems. I spent more there last year than I did this year, and I wish I had gotten more, but my knee locked on me. I got a little tired, and so I left. I went there, did one little quick walkthrough. I'll show y'all those videos later. Right now, we're doing the big comprehensive of what all I bought. I don't know if this vendor was there last year, but she sells nothing but purely garlic things. I think it included garlic pickles, pickled garlic, garlic spreads, and also these seasonings. One of these will go to DeAndre Dobbs, the show, and it's likely this garlicky one. Very potent. And I might keep this one. Don't know yet. But right now, that's what's set in stone, so I got those. See how much they were each. Yes. That's mostly going to probably be for some fish. So that one was a new one for me, just like buying bracelets was new. What's not new is the mob sauces, 1, 2, and 3. So for the second time, I bought the Spanish tahini romesco. This is definitely going to DeAndre Dobbs, the show in Mississippi. I think he can make a pot of rice and mix this in there, or make a small pasta dish or something. This has a good taste and he's gonna like it. Mob sauces are vegan, so I hope Vegan Kings is watching and he can find their website. Okay. The yellow coconut curry. It's a possibility that I'm keeping this one, but I don't know yet. But it was delicious and I bought it. This one was my favorite one, the Peruvian Verde. So, yes, the test taste was good. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet either. But I know that romesco is going to DeAndre. What I can tell you is that Mob Sauce don't just sell you sauces. They give you the full recipe on how to use the sauce if you like. So the romesco one will go to DeAndre, and if he don't want to make that recipe, the easiest thing would do was probably make a pot of long grain rice and mix it like that and make it a meal. Maybe throw some chicken in it or something. That's just a suggestion. But DeAndre's a pretty good cook, so he don't need my opinion. Next thing, I want to get to it because one is my husband's, is the popcorn. As usual, Killian Corn came back with all of their varieties, but they fall under the umbrella of a popcorn company called Simply Delightful that I got at the Blackberry Festival in Bremerton. So, I got this. To me, this is Killian's signature corn. I heard lots of people like the Huckleberry, and there's one spicy jalapeno one that's not too spicy. It just has taste, but if you don't like spice at all, I wouldn't buy that one. I thought about buying that one instead of this one, but this is just the classic to me. This, like that romesco, is definitely going to DeAndre Dobbs. Heard it here first. Never bought this one. I think it's going to probably taste like strawberry shortcake. I don't know who this is going to yet, if I give it away at all. I have not figured this out yet. I just know that I bought it as a novelty, and I like to step outside the box sometimes. This one here was from, those two are Killian Corn. Simply Delightful falls under the same umbrella as the seller had said. So this is Simply Delightful. If you've looked at my channel when I went to the Blackberry Festival in August, this bag will look familiar. This will 100% stay in my house because I bought this for my husband. So he's going to get the churro one. Right. Another thing bought for my husband, the predictable thing. I bought 4. Ooh, I like the smoky smell of it too. This was for a raffle that I participated in. Don't know if I won it or will win it, but that's okay. It's the fact that we helped a good cause. Bob's Frickin' Nuts. I bought 4 packets of these, 3 which I'm going to give to my husband. This is the black pepper garlic. See how big? I think these are supposed to be 20 pounds of meat each, but it don't feel that way. You know what I mean? They stretch out, they're long. Right? That's the black pepper garlic. Y'all, this smells fantastic. If you are a meat eater, yes. Second one is the pineapple teriyaki. This is my husband's favorite. I don't ever leave without getting it because, see, the thing is, this one sells out. And I forgot how much I paid for these each, but I think it'll show up on my smaller videos. Because remember, I can't make download any more than 2 or 3, or else YouTube, oh, you're spamming. You're spamming. We gotta prove that you are who you say you are. Though I'm showing my face now. So pineapple teriyaki. That one's got a pretty good smoky. You can smell the pineapple too. All natural stuff. Last but certainly not least, I'm gonna show you 1 or 2 of these. This is the Howling Habanero Hot Flavored Snack Sticks. I bought 2 of these, so there's no sense in me pulling out the other one. It's the same thing. This will also stay in my house. The second one, there's a slight chance, I'm still trying to figure that out, that's going to go to Mississippi with DeAndre as well, because he likes hot stuff, so he'll get those. That's a lot of meat. I like that it can fold because it's easy to ship. If you're buying Bob's freaking nuts, they said you can freeze this up to a year. I forgot the other instruction she used, but see, my husband eat these so quick that we're lucky if half of them make it to 2026, so that's not going to be a problem for us. Let's see if there was something else down here. All right, so now I am getting into my aromatherapy. They come to the farmer's market, and I've been looking for this and chasing her for this for months. Mending Goat. This is her best one. This is me. I'm keeping this bar. Handmade natural soaps. Yeah, Willowfell Studio Paul's Bow. So she's in Paul's Bow like me, which explains why she's easy to find. All right. Here we go. The wonderful stuff I've been waiting for. So the Solomon Project, where it's not much you make, is how much you keep. That counts. Is my favorite YouTuber. He's a trucker, and remember, he's not giving you all financial advice. He just knows where to show you which direction to go. All right, so that being said, his wife and he and his entire household are supporters of my soap business that I'm still trying to get off the ground. Therefore, this dark chocolate salted almond bark that I bought, this is for his wife. So, yes. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the chocolate covered gummy bears yet. This is also going to Connecticut to his wife, the almond bark. So, I can go to Amy's. I can be to Amy's on a given weekend without traffic in, 15 minutes. But because they were there, I just decided to buy from there. And I think they were trying to sell candy apples, and I thought about getting one. And I couldn't because there's another surprise that Solomon knows about that I told him about on his live the previous evening. And he probably forgot, which is a good thing. That hasn't arrived yet. So I don't want that candy apple sitting too long. But I came this close to getting one. There's more surprises too for them, but I'm not going to say anything. But yep. The two with almonds, definitely going to the Solomon Project. So that's Amy's. This is one of our premier chocolatiers, or candy makers in Kitsap County. So yeah. I wanted to buy that apple so bad, but until that other surprise arrived from Seattle, know what I mean? So, I told y'all this in the video, right? State of Washington has quite a bit of lavender farms, at least Western Washington. I don't study Eastern Washington a lot. I just went out that way once years ago through Idaho in order to go to Montana. Montana's a beautiful state, by the way. So, yeah, let's do lavender. I bought this oil. Don't know who I'm giving this to yet. Don't know who I'm giving this to yet. I have plenty of this stuff so I can give this away. The lotion bar, don't know who I'm giving that to as of yet. So I'm showing stuff. It could show up at people's house. They'd be like, oh, Tara, thank you. I know I said the holidays are canceled, and for the most part, for me, they are. But I mean, again, I like gourmet stuff, and that's one big fair to get the things we like. Now, not last, but certainly not least, what the heck is this? I nearly forgot this before I go on to the next two things. I was supposed to premiere this long time ago. Given that grocery prices are high, and I tell you all to get local meat, this lady was here with different varieties. One of these could go to Mississippi, or might be going to Mississippi, but I ain't gonna say which one. So, the Arctic Pacific fish. This is a local one. Herbes de Provence. Then the second one, the jalapeno, solid white core. Likely this one will go to Mississippi because I already have a can of it. And then I can order more for my house anyway, which I'm going to. Which is odd because these two cans don't have the opener. But this one that turned out to be my favorite, the traditional smoked salmon fish, has a can opener. Man, that smoky taste. I can get this and mix it with some cream cheese, with some dill, with some capers. I already have a little Christmas, I guess if you want to call it that. I don't really celebrate it. I have a little winter snack. See, I don't usually eat this stuff right away, so it gives me time to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But my bad, I bought that and forgot. So that's that. Okay. Yeah, we went through the chocolates already. Last but certainly not least are two of my favorite shots. Y'all know Buttered is going to make this. That's just a given. Buttered will make this list. They always do. So, this oil here, y'all, I got as a sample. Stuff is fantastic, okay? If you're going to buy from any soaper in Kitsap County, right now, that's on their game, Buttered is it. So let's see. They gave me a shampoo, Yuzu Satsuma. That's my favorite of what they make is the Yuzu Satsuma. If you want to, you can scan this so that you can go to their website, butteredsoapery.com. I think they're also in Paul's Bowl like me. Everybody like, Tara, why are you buying all this soap and you're a soaper? Because the best soapers in the world learn from other soapers, despite this modern gatekeeping nonsense. I think this is their whipped body stuff that you use in the shower for, and it's the Yuzu Satsuma as well. I love this stuff. Like, y'all, that's that Yuzu Satsuma. You can't beat this at all. Like, fantastic. So, I can tell you off the bat, because I know DeAndre is watching. DeAndre, I'm not sending you any more soap. You got enough soap to last you to the rest of the year. So I know that's driving you nuts. You're not getting any more soap. This is mahogany bourbon. I think that can be a, what you call a gender neutral soap. I can't explain the smell to y'all, but wow. It just envelops you. Yeti balls. The Pacific Northwest, right? And that's probably where they got this name, but I can't prove that. Has a high number of, matter of fact, I would say Washington State is supposed to have the highest number of Sasquatch or Bigfoot sightings. I don't believe in it, but lots of people swear up and down they've seen the thing, even in the woods out here in Kitsap County. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, Yeti balls. This one smells good too, but I think it's more masculine. I like it though. Could go to Connecticut, don't know yet. See what kind this is. Yep, it's created in Paul's Bowl, tallow. And I make soap with tallow, so I love it. This looks like the Yuzu Satsuma. So then we got the whole deal. And I like the whole package deal. And I also got the homemade lotion, which I sent some to my dad in Alabama. He hadn't told me what he thought about it yet. That Yuzu Satsuma scent is one of their signatures with butter, in my opinion. Then this Secret Garden. With the little rose on top. I mean, the way they do things. Silent, very subtle spa. That's what I call them, silent, subtle spa. It's, wow. This is a lard soap as well. This could be pork lard. So you have to be careful with butter because they do pork lard. I don't think it's anything wrong with it, but Keep in mind that they don't use pork in everything. Okay? So, put those back in the bag. That's one of the best. This is one of the best soakeries right now. The best, in my opinion, in this county. I'll die on that hill. I know it's going to make some people mad, but whatever. You can't please everybody, right? Okay. Last but certainly not least, I have to say this with a heavy heart. I just found this business, Elegant Creations. I went to the Seabeck Farmers Market and found her for the first time. And then I ran into her for a second time, and I see a sign saying she's retiring. Because I went to the Seabeck Market twice. That's where that Karen wanted to act like she don't have good sense. But that's not the point. Everybody else was lovely. So, yes. It broke my heart. Because I just found her this year, and she's been around for nearly a decade. And she's retiring. And of all places, yesterday she was at the Holiday Food and Gift Fair. See, that's why you have to go. Because the people that you don't normally see will be at that fair. Therefore, because she's retiring, bought a lot of soap. She also has candles, candle melts, lots of other things. I think she had butters and lotions as well. This one is the hardest one for me because I'm just getting to know her and Lori, and it's with heavy heart. But I understand when you're older and you can retire, you may as well go out on a bang. So I bought 8 bars. I bought Paloma. So off the bat, I'm going to tell you right now, the Paloma bars stay with me. Not because I love the name, because this has a fresh... It's like she took citrus and melon. And I'll figure out and read all the tags later. Sparkling Winter. That's getting given away. Not going to say who I'm giving it to yet. Yeah, I'm putting stuff upside down. That doesn't help. Oh, that Asian sandalwood. This is definitely a masculine one. Also giving that away. Out of the 8, I bought Paloma twice, so you'll probably only see 7. Black Teak, this is just like, this smells like home. Like, wow. Like her artistry and her craftsmanship, her bars are so simple. Yet the aroma from them aren't simplicity. Ooh, Fur and Suede. I sent this either to the Solomon Project or my father, so one of them will get this one again. This Fur and Suede, like, wow. Like, I could sniff this for hours. It's beautiful. All right, let's see. This is my Purely Graced. That I bought more so because of the name. This is a subtle ladies scent. The beautiful colors. It's got that black grayish pink thing going. Maybe it's just black pink. Who knows? No pun intended to that group. I don't want to get sued. The last one, because there's 8, but I'm only showing 7 because I bought Paloma twice. Blackberry and Magnolia. This one, ooh. I'm debating if I want to keep this one. The Palomas don't go anywhere, but I'm debating this one. If you are hung up on using palm oil, you probably want to avoid Elegant products. Now, I don't soap with palm oil, but I will buy soap with palm oil, which seems counterintuitive, but that's what I do. So, I'm going to give this event a 7 out of 10 overall. Remember, I tasted cookies last year. That vendor didn't show back up, but I like this. Well, maybe, let me take it to a 9 out of 10. What I like about the Kitsap Holiday Food and Gift Fair is that it's not predictable. And what I mean is that you see some of the same vendors, but there were quite a few vendors there I had never seen before. So that event is well planned in that regard. Sorry for my itching hair and my cat hair all over the place. In that regard, they're not predictable when it comes to vendors for selling things as gifts. However, they are pretty predictable with their food vendors. That hasn't changed since last year. So practically the same food vendors they had last year, they had this year. I think I can only give them a 9 for that reason. I think they need to step up their variety, because Kitsap County is gaining a lot more variety in food, and therefore I think that being the food and gift fair, that should be reflected at the food and gift fair, if that makes sense. Other than that, I have no complaints. I was glad to see Simply Delightful show up alongside Killian Corn, because last year Killian Corn was by themselves. This is great popcorn from what I'm hearing. I've never eaten it. I've only ever bought it as gifts. So Killian Corn though, I've had this. DeAndre is gonna be a lucky something. This is some good popcorn. And I know DeAndre, unlike me, does not like kettle corn. I love kettle corn. Again, you can be a person that not necessarily celebrate, but I understand I'm gonna get some criticism. You're still celebrating it. Yes, but because that's just how people are gonna feel about it. But I see gourmet foods there. Oh, you can just go to their website. Not when it's somebody like Elegant and she's retiring. And you have to consider that some of these people, the stuff they sell at these conventions, they may not necessarily sell on their websites. That happens a lot with small businesses, where specialty products may be sold for a short time at certain conventions, certain fairs, certain shows that you would not ordinarily see on their website, but they're so fantastic you gotta have them. That was one of those deals with some of these, like Bob's Freaking Nuts, for example. Awesome name for a meat company, right? Some of those meats, some of the variety you get at the show, when I go to his website, I don't see it there. And I've gone to that website several times. And that pineapple teriyaki one, that sucker will go quick. But I think from a business standpoint, they're smart enough to know, because that one was starting to sell quick soon as I got there. So I got in line early to get them. And some people say, you can do without that stuff. Yeah, true, but it's only fair since we get it once a year. I got it 2 times this year because I went to the Blackberry Festival, which I won't be attending next year because it just wasn't my thing. I liked it, but it's one of them things you can like it once, but you get what I'm saying. So typically, because I started the tradition, you only get those once a year. So if he's gonna sell them, I'm gonna buy them, It's the pineapple teriyaki. My husband loves it. And I need to get this review over with y'all, because I know he's gonna want to get off in that meat or that churro popcorn. So for the most part, I'm still not really celebrating too much. Thanksgiving is just gonna be probably some chicken dressing, some a turkey breast. We kept it very low. Some steaks, some sparkling cider. We ain't even decided on pie yet, because I just don't care. Pardon me, I guess, and it could be because I don't have kids. I don't know. But for me, Christmas is canceled. I just bought this specialty stuff that ordinarily some of it you won't see in stores. Now, Killian Corn, you can pretty much find that popcorn on that website. That churro one is, I think, a novelty one that won't last too long. So I'm glad I went and got him a bag. And churros, I'm trying to cut back on sweets, but churros and tiramisu are 2 things I don't see myself cutting back on anytime soon. All right, I thank y'all for watching. No, my kitchen's a mess. It's okay. I like sharing these things with y'all. I love to share with people, and I'm glad you all stopped through. This event, from a pottery standpoint, in my opinion, was disappointing this year. Last year, I had my share of pottery I could buy. And this year, it just wasn't that. But to be fair, the way they switched it up is why I gave them the 9 out of 10. 7 wasn't fair because they did an excellent job with the vendor selections. The food was delicious, all of it. You just got to step up your game and get more of a variety. All right. Thank y'all for watching and have a good day.